Lucius William Nieman, founder of the Milwaukee Journal, was born in Sauk County, Wisconsin on December 13, 1857. When his father died 2 years after his birth, he was sent to Mugwanago to live with his grandparents. At the age of 13, he left home and school and headed for Waukesha, where he found work as a printer's devil for the Waukesha Freeman. He quickly became fascinated with newspapers. In 1871, after having learned to set type, he got a job in the composing room of the Milwaukee Sentinel. His boss was so impressed with his workmanship, he encouraged him to consider a career in writing. The suggestion prompted him to enroll at Carroll College in Waukesha. During that time, he began writing for the Milwaukee Sentinel, and after a year and a half, left college to accept a reporting job with the newspaper. It wasn't long before he was city editor, and in 1880, he moved to Minnesota for a job as managing editor at the St. Paul Dispatch. Less than 2 years later, he returned to Milwaukee to accept the same position with the Sentinel. But after the newspaper was taken over by Republican Party bosses who he didn't trust, Lucius walked out. He went on to purchase his own paper, the Milwaukee Daily Journal, a struggling 4-page campaign sheet that was less than a month old. In his first issue after taking control, Lucius made his philosophy clear. He wrote, "The journal will be independent and aggressive. It will be the people's paper." He ran the paper from a single desk with just 100 square feet of office space. He was the publisher, editor, circulation manager, and typesetter. Under his leadership, the journal stood up to his initial promise. Recognizing the threat posed by German propaganda during World War I, he employed a special editor to focus on foreign interference and translate propaganda materials. In 1919, these efforts earned the journal the first of 8 Pulitzer Prizes for its strong and courageous campaign for Americanism in a constituency where foreign elements made such a policy hazardous from a business point of view. The journal went on to become the state's largest and most prominent newspaper, the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel. Lucius died in 1935 following a long illness. He had run the newspaper for 53 years. His legacy continues today through the Nieman Foundation for Journalism at Harvard, which was founded in 1938 through a $1.4 million donation by his widow, Agnes Wall Nieman. The foundation aims to promote and elevate the standards of journalism in the United States and educate persons deemed specially qualified for journalism. It is also home of Nieman Reports, a quarterly journal on journalism issues, the Nieman Lab, an effort to investigate sustainable business models for journalism, and Nieman Storyboard, a publication that showcases exceptional narrative journalism.